Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayan Namaskritya Naram Chair Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Diriya Nashtapraye Shwadha Pavadrechu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtiki. So continuing with the discussion on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 13, the ecstatic dancing of the Lord at Rath Yatra, text 29. So this is the day of Lord Jagannath's Rath Yatra, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has reached the place. Tabe Mahaprabhu sab laya bhakta gana, swahaste par raila sabe malya chandan. As a car stood still, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gathered all his devotees and with his own hand decorated them with flower garlands and sandalwood pole. Parvananda Puriyar Bharati Brahmananda Shri Haste Chandan Paya Badila Ananda. Parmanand Puri and Brahmanand Bharati were both personally given garlands and sandalwood pole from the very hands of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This increased their transcendental pleasure. Advaita Acharya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Hasta Sparshe Duhara Ailananda. Similarly, when Advaita Acharya and Nityananda Prabhu felt the touch of the transcendental hand of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they were very pleased. Kirtanya Gane Dila Malya Chandan Swarupa Shrivas Jaha Mukhya Dui Jan. The Lord also gave garlands and sandalwood pulp to the performers of Sankirtan. The two chief performers were Sarup Damodar and Shrivas Thakur. Chari Sampradaya Haila Chavis Gayan Dui Dui Mardandika Haila Ashtajan. There were altogether 4 parties of Kirtan performers, comprising 24 chanters. In each party, there were also 2 Mridanga players, making an additional 8 persons. Tabbe Mahaprabhu mane vichar kariya, chari sampradaya dila gayana bhatiya. When the 4 parties were formed, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after some consideration, divided the chanters. Nityananda Advaita Haridas Vakreshware, chari jane agya dila nitya karibare. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Haridas Thakur, and Vakreshwar Pandit to dance in each of the 4 respective parties. Pratham Sampradaya Kaila Swarupa Pradhan, Ara Pancha Jana Dila, Tarapaligan. Swarup Damodar was chosen as a leader of the first party and was given 5 assistants to respond to his chanting. Damodar Narayana Datta Govinda, Raghav Panditara Shri Govindananda. The 5 who responded to the singing of Swarup Damodar were Damodar Pandit, Narayan, Govindat, Raghav Pandit, and Shri Govindanand. So he divided into, actually it is at 4 parties, but later on maybe it is mentioned, divided into 7 parties. So 4 were in the front, 1 on each side, and 1 in the back. And every Kirtan party had a singer, main dancer, 5 responders to the Kirtan singer, and then 2 Mridanga players, and then the Kartal players. So this is how divided. And let's see further. Of course, there are many names. We might not recognize those names, but that's okay. They're all wonderful devotees. Advaitere Nitya Kari Bhare Agyati Na Shrivasa Pradhana Ara Sampradaya Kahila. Advaita Acharya Prabhu was ordered to dance in the first group. The Lord then formed another group with Shrivas Thakur as a chief man. In the first group, Damodar Swarup was appointed chief singer, and the responding singers were Damodar Pandit, Narayan, Govinda, Raghav Pandit, and Govindana. Shri Advaita Acharya was appointed as a dancer. The next group was formed, and the chief singer was Shrivas Thakur. Gangadas, Haridas, Shriman Shubhananda, Shri Ram Pandit Taha Nache Nityananda. The five singers who responded to the singing of Srivas Thakur were Gangadas, Haridas, Shriman Shubhanand, and Shri Ram Pandit. Shri Nityanand Prabhu was appointed as a dancer. Vasudev Gopinath Murari Jahan Gai, Mukund Pradhan Kaila Ar Sampradaya. Another group was formed consisting of Vasudev, Gopinath, and Murari. All these were responsive singers, and Mukunda was the chief singer. Shrikant Vallabh Sen Aradui Jana Haridas Thakur Taham Karena Nartan. Another two persons, Shrikant and Vallabh Sen, joined as responsive singers. In this group, the senior Haridas, Haridas Thakur, was a dancer. So in the third group, Mukunda was appointed the chief singer. This party was composed of Vasudev, Gopinath, Murari, Shrikant, and Vallabh Sen. The senior Haridas, or Haridas Thakur, was a dancer. Govind Ghosh Pradhan Kaila Ar Sampradaya, Haridas, Vishnudas, Raghav Jahangar. The Lord formed another group, appointing Govind Ghosh as leader. In this group, the younger Haridas, or Chota Haridas, Vishnudas, and Raghava were the responding singers. Madhav Vasudeva Ghosh, Dui Sahodara, Nitya Karintaha, Pandit Vakreshwara. The two brothers named Madhav Ghosh and Vasudev Ghosh also joined this group as responsive singers. Vakreshwar Pandit was a dancer. Kulin Gramer ek Kirtaniya Samaj, Taha Nitya Karen Ramanand Satyaraj. There was a Sankirtan party from the village known as Kulin Gram. And Ramanand and Satyaraj were appointed the dancers in this group. Shantipurera Acharera Eka Sampradaya, Achyutananda Nache Tatha Ar Sabgaya. There was another party that came from Shantipur and was formed by Advaita Acharya. Achyutanand was a dancer and the rest of the men were singers. Khandera Sampradaya Kare Anyatra Kirtana Narhari Nachitaha Shri Raghunandan. Another party was formed by the people of Khanda. These people were singing in a different place. In that group, Narhari Prabhu and Raghunandan were dancing. Jagannathera Age Chari Sampradaya Gaye, Dui Pache Eka Sampradaya. Four parties chanted and danced in front of Lord Jagannath, and on either side was another party. Yet another was at the rear. Sat Sampradaya Baje, Choda Madala, Jar Dhvani Shuni, Vaishnav Hailapaga. There were altogether 7 parties of Sankirtan, and in each party, 2 men were beating drums. So beating drums, and they're playing on the mridanga. These 14 drums were being played at once. The sound was tumultuous, and all the devotees became mad. Of course, at that time, there were no loudspeakers going on, which were nowadays loudspeakers are there, and the kirtan song, we cannot hear the kirtan. And of course, the pandas are also playing on their gongs. And this is to indicate to start pulling the chariot, and as long as they are playing on the gongs, chariots are being pulled. So, and even today, I mean, of course, we cannot hear the Sankirtan, but the whole atmosphere is so vibrating, so electrifying. Actually, it's amazing. Vaishnavera Megha Ghataya Haila Badal Kirtanande Sab Varshe Netra Jal. All the Vaishnavas came together like an assembly of clouds. As the devotees chanted the holy names in great ecstasy, tears fell from their eyes like rain. Tribhuvan Bhari Uthe Kirtanera Dhvani Anya Vada Yadira Dhvani Kichui Nashoni. When the Sankirtan resounded, it filled the 3 worlds. Indeed, no one could hear any sounds or musical instruments other than the Sankirtan. Sat thai bole Prabhu Hari Hari Bali, Jai Jagannath Bale, Hasta Jugaduli. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wandered through all 7 groups chanting the holy name, Hari, Hari. Raising his arms, he shouted, "All glories to Lord Jagannath." आर एक शक्ति प्रभु करिला प्रकाश, एक काले सात ठाई करिला विलास. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then exhibited another mystic power by performing pastimes simultaneously in all 7 groups. Which means he was personally present in all 7 groups, dancing with all the kirtaniyas. सबे कहे प्रभु वाचे न मोर संप्रदाय, अन्य ठाई नाही आए यामर दयाय. Everyone said Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is present in my group. Indeed, he does not go anywhere else. He is bestowing his mercy upon us. Keha lakhite nare prabhu rachintya shakti, antaranga bhakta jane jare shuddha bhakti. Actually, no one could see the inconceivable potency of the Lord. Only the most confidential devotees, those in pure unalloyed devotional service, could understand. कीर्तन देखिया जगन्नाथ हर्षिता, संकीर्तन देखे रथ करिया स्थगिता. Lord Jagannath was very much pleased by the Sankirtan, and he brought his car to a standstill just to see the performance. See, the Lord is not just, as people say, it's a piece of wood. No, it's Lord himself. He's Krishna, he's Jagannath. He's there, and he wanted to see this dancing and kirtan. So he stopped the cart. प्रताप रुद्रेर हैला परम विस्मय, देखिते विवश राजा हैला प्रेममय. King Prataparudra was also astonished to see the Sankirtan. He became inactive and was converted to ecstatic love of Krishna. काशी मिश्र कहे राजा प्रभुर महिमा, काशी मिश्र कहे तोमार भाग्यर नाही सीमा. When the king informed Kashi Mishra of the glories of the Lord, Kashi Mishra replied, "O king, your fortune has no limit." So this is also mercy of the Lord, that he gave this darshan to Maharaj Prataparudra. He was pleased by the service, by the humble attitude of Maharaj Prataparudra. But outwardly he didn't want to meet him because, as it is said, the sannyasi is not supposed to meet the kings or the materialistic people. But still he wanted to show his mercy. So Maharaj Prataparudra and only few could see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing in all the 7 parties. Sarvabhauma Sange Raja Kare Thara Thari, Ar Keha Nahi Jane Chaitanya Rachuri. The king and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya were both aware of the Lord's activities, but no one else could see the tricks of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jare tar kripa se jani bhare pahare, kripa vina brahmadika jani bhare nare. Only a person who has received the mercy of the Lord can understand. Without the Lord's mercy, even the demigods, headed by Lord Brahma, cannot understand. So this is what we need, mercy of the Lord, and that follows the mercy of the devotees. Maharaj Prataparudra had already pleased Ramanand Rai, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and other devotees, and they were petitioning the Lord on behalf of Maharaj Prataparudra. So definitely he was going to get the mercy of the Lord. Rajar तुच्छ सेवा देखी प्रभुर तुष्ट मान, सहित प्रसादे पाइला रहस्य दर्शन. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had been very satisfied to see the king accept the menial task of sweeping the street, and for this humility, the king received the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He could therefore observe the mystery of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's activities. The mystery of the Lord's activities is described by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Lord Jagannath was astonished to see the transcendental dancing and chanting of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he stopped his car just to see the dancing. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then danced in such a mystical way that he pleased Lord Jagannath. The seer and the dancer were one and the same Supreme Person. But the Lord, being one and many at the same time, was exhibiting the variegatedness of his pastimes. This is the meaning behind his mysterious exhibition. The seer, Lord Jagannath, dancer, Lord Chaitanya, they're same Supreme Person, same Krishna. But they want to see the pastimes of each other. And they're exhibiting different pastimes. By the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the king could understand how the two of them were enjoying each other's activities. Another mysterious exhibition was Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's simultaneous presence in 7 groups. By the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the king could understand that also. Sakshate na deya dekha parokshita daya ke bujite pare Chaitanya chandrera maya. Although the king had been refused an interview, he was indirectly bestowed causeless mercy. Who can understand the internal potency of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? As Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was playing the part of a world teacher, he did not agree to see the king because a king is a mundane person interested in money and women. Indeed, the very word king suggests one is always surrounded by money and women. As a sannyasi, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was afraid of both money and women. The very word king is repugnant to one who is in the renounced order of life. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu refused to see the king, but indirectly, by the Lord's causeless mercy, the king was able to understand the Lord's mysterious activities. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's activities were exhibited sometimes to reveal him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead and sometimes to show him as a devotee. Both kinds of activities are mysterious and appreciated only by pure devotees. So appreciated and obviously seen by pure devotees only. Sarvabhauma Kashi Mishra Dui Mahashaya Raja Re Prasad Deki Haila Vismaya. When the two great personalities, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Kashi Mishra, saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's causeless mercy upon the king, they were astonished. Ei Madhya Lila Prabhu Kaila Katakshan Apane Gaena Nachai Nij Bhakta Gan. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed his pastime, so sometime in this way. He personally sang and induced his personal associates to dance. Kabu Ekamurti Kabu hai Bahu Murti Karya Anurupa Prabhu Prakasha Shakti. According to his need, the Lord sometimes exhibited one form and sometimes many. This was being executed by his internal potency, not Mahamaya, Yogamaya. Actually, all his pastimes are executed under Yogamaya, internal potency. But he still led or conditioned souls, although king was a pure devotee, but he still was in a conditioned body. And Mahaprabhu, by his mercy, still let him see the pastimes of Yogamaya to a person who is in Mahamaya. Lord can do that. For him, what's so difficult? Nothing is difficult. Leela Vesha Prabhur Nahi Nija Anusandhana Ichha Jani Leela Shakti Kare Samadhana. Indeed, the personality of Godhead forgot himself in the course of his transcendental pastimes. But his internal potency, Leela Shakti, knowing the intentions of the Lord, made all arrangements. So it is stated in Upanishads, Parasya Shaktir Vividhev Shruyate Subhaviki Jnana Bala Kriyacha. The Supreme Lord has multipotencies which act so perfectly that all consciousness, strength, and activity are being directed solely by His will. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited his mystic power in presenting himself simultaneously in each and every Sankirtan group. Most people thought that he was one, but some saw that he was many. The internal devotees could understand that the Lord, although one, was exhibiting himself as many in the different Sankirtan groups. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced, he forgot himself and was simply absorbed in ecstatic bliss. But his internal potency arranged everything perfectly. See, internal potency, Yoga Maya, arranged everything. Why? Because she understands the heart of the Lord. It's a person. It's a personification, Yoga Maya. Of course, there are many persons that represent Yoga Maya, like Subhadra. She's also a personification of Yoga Maya. Purnamashi, another Yoga Maya personification, and there could be many more. So Yoga Maya arranges everything perfectly. Internal potency, but of course here the particular internal potency is Lila Shakti. So Lila Shakti has been given this power to understand the heart of the Lord and to exhibit and to display it from. It's hard to understand how this works. It's inconceivable, even for devotees. Or because we are struggling devotees, we are neophytes, that's why maybe. So what to speak of those who are not in devotion service, and if they think they can understand Lord's pastimes, how impossible it is. This is the difference between internal and external potency. In the material world, the external potency, material energy, can act only after one endeavors at great length. But when the Supreme Lord desires, everything is performed automatically by the internal potency. By His will, things happen so nicely and perfectly that they appear to be carried out automatically. Sometimes the activities of the internal potency are exhibited in the material world. In fact, all the activities of material nature are actually performed by the inconceivable energies of the Lord. All the activities of material world or of material nature are performed by inconceivable energies. But so-called scientists and students of material nature are unable to understand ultimately how things are happening. They evasively conclude that everything is being done by nature, but they do not know that behind nature is a potent supreme personality of Godhead. So energy cannot act on its own without the energetic making it do so. Lord Krishna explains this in Bhagavad Gita. This material energy, which is one of my energies, is working under my direction, O son of Kunti, producing all moving and non-moving beings. Under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. Just like this recent Lord Ram's installation in Ayodhya, many people, because it's it was such an event covered by media all over the world, and everybody was giving his or own interpretation or understanding of it, whatever the ulterior motive was, whether politics or religion or whatever. Everybody looks at things according to their own perspective. Whatever glasses they're wearing, they're going to look at it accordingly. But the Lord can do whatever He wants. He is supremely independent, supreme personality of Godhead. He wanted to appear in this 5.5-year-old boy's form. He appeared. He wanted to appear and give the blessings of first Aarti by Modi ji. So he did. What's the big deal? He can do whatever he wants. That's what makes him the Supreme Lord. But people are commenting and this and that. It's ridiculous. He's not an idol. He's deity. He's Bhagavan himself. He can do whatever he wants. through his devotees or through whoever, whatever he wants, he can do. And he does. And simple as that. All we have to do as fledgling devotees, we just have to appreciate his pastimes. We cannot understand, and just love his pastimes. Enjoy the moment and be more devoted. That's all. And here Mahaprabhu is performing so many pastimes at the same time. And those who are devotees, they understand and they enjoy it. Those who are not, they can think of anything, whatever they want to. Who cares? Okay, I guess I can stop and see anybody has any questions or comments.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, you talked about Ram Lala. Now there is one thing, one news that daily basis, the फूल की माला जो है ना, the garland, it's coming from Delhi.
Oh,
तो उसको ना, and it's on a daily basis. It's all the way coming from Delhi. और उसको अच्छे एक पैकेजिंग में रखते हैं, and then और रोज चेंज होती है. It's different माला with different flowers. So
yeah, I was
अद्भुत
seeing
है
the
प्रभु.
orchid flowers. I was like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lord can arrange anything.
And Prabhuji, I was there in Ayodhya yesterday. I think 3-4 hours I was there, and the crowd was immense. मतलब कहाँ से लोग नहीं आ रहे, पूरे all over India से आ रहे हैं, सब मिल जाएंगे वहाँ पे आपको.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. Ayodhya has become the hub right now.
Absolutely, Prabhuji. Even small shops ना इतनी selling हो रही है उनकी, sweet shops, कहीं भी आप जाओ, जो ये छोटे छोटे gift shops जो है, वो जो बेच रहे हैं, मालाएं जो बेच रहे हैं, everybody is happy because they are selling so much. एक टाइम था, हमने देखा था जब हनुमानगढ़ी में दर्शन होता था, and these people were just sitting on, like कोई आ जाता था तो शॉपिंग हो जाती थी कभी कदार, ऐसे ना, मतलब फ्रीक्वेंट नहीं था. अभी तो मॉब के पूरा ओवर क्राउडेड है, हर एक शॉप पे ऐसा हाल है.
That's good. That's good.
सब रामलला की कृपा है, बस अयोध्या को तो उन्होंने ही बनाया है, बिल्कुल.
वो तो है ही है.
एब्सोल्युटली
तो
प्रभु.
है ही. So all devotees can do, they just can desire and try to serve. That's all. And rest, everything is in his hands.
एब्सोल्युटली प्रभु.
Yeah. Chalo. You all have a safe and wonderful day. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Ram.
हरे
हरे
कृष्णा,
कृष्णा.
जय
थैंक यू
श्री.
प्रभु जी.